This episode is supported by Brilliant. Now, I want you to sit back, close your eyes, and ask yourself, how do I feel? Some of you will respond good or great or sad or tired. When I did this, I thought, I'm fine. But however you feel right now, most of our responses will fall into only a few categories. We have such a wide range of feelings, though the language we use to describe them is pretty limited. So last year, I found this book of human emotions at a really cute bookstore in Melbourne, and I thought this will be perfect for an episode on emotions. It catalogues obscure emotions like gezelligheid, a Dutch term for a cozy feeling that describes both the physical circumstances of feeling snug in a homely place and an emotional state of feeling comforted by having friends or family around. And then I thought, well, that's not an emotion really. It seems like it's more of a feeling. After all, gezelligheid isn't on that list of basic emotions that everyone's meant to feel, no matter their culture or geography. And then I started to wonder, what actually is the difference between an emotion and a feeling? Some say a feeling is a physical state, where an emotion is an enduring mental state. But the more that I dug into it, the more I found out that you need feelings to experience emotions, and the words are kind of used interchangeably. And I quickly discovered that there is no scientific consensus on the definition of an emotion or how you come to experience them. But there are lots of theories, including some on how you can use this scientific noodle to your advantage to master your emotions. Now imagine you're in a forest, running away from a bear. When the first theory of emotion was proposed, it was believed that the emotion you experience is simply your awareness of your response to a situation. So you see something dangerous, like the bear. This triggers a physical response, like a pounding heart, and the awareness of this response is the emotion, so fear. But, researchers argued, wouldn't there be a delay between this physical response and our awareness? When in reality, we're scared of things almost instantly. So a new theory was proposed, where action and emotion occur simultaneously. When you see danger, this triggers a response in your brain that causes both the physiological changes and your emotional experience. This explanation seemed logical, but, people complained, this left out your awareness, your interpretation entirely. And I'm sure the authors of that theory felt pique, a sharp anger caused by a wound to one's pride. The reality is that our emotional responses aren't always that straightforward. So enter the third major theory of emotion, which says you subjectively experience emotion, so fear or excitement, after an evaluation process where you interpret bodily reactions, like your pounding heart, in light of the total situation. You'd have the same pounding heart from a bear or a friend that you're racing. This theory was an improvement because it included two elements: what your body is doing and your awareness of it. But it wouldn't be fun to agree that one is the best theory, so today researchers continue to debate the merits of all three. What we can agree on is that a person's emotions are built around their judgment of what a situation means to them. A lot of your interpretation of situations is cultural and can change based on your experience. So how you feel is shaped not only by your biology, but by conventions you grew up with, and even the words that you know. Now, there are two main strategies you can use to try to master your emotions. The first thing is trying to reinterpret those bodily signals to feel something different. Reinterpreting a pounding heart as I'm excited rather than I'm fearful is one way to do it. And I've mentioned this before relating to anxiety. Try reframing butterflies in your stomach or trembling hands as exhilaration. And secondly, learn more words to describe how you're feeling. The wider the range of language that we have to describe our emotions helps us feel a wider range of things, and it can also help us process and regulate those emotions. So if you think you're sad, consider that you may be dejected or have the collywobbles, a feeling of anxiety and unease in the pit of your stomach. Or maybe you're resentful Or żal, a Polish term for the melancholy felt at losing something or someone. Categorizing and expressing your emotions, even if they're negative, has been found to improve anger management and stress. What science can tell us is that if you can try to take control of your feelings and then describe and categorize your emotions, it's much better for your overall well-being. Take care. Now, if you're feeling curious, consider heading over to brilliant.org. They're the sponsor of today's video, and they're a platform where you can learn maths and science through problem solving. They have courses on everything from probability to everyday physics and geometry. I mentioned last week I've been doing their daily logic problems, which are a great way to get started. If you go to brilliant.org/BrainCraft, that lets them know you came from this channel, and the first 200 people that head over there are also eligible for 20% off an annual premium subscription. Thank you to everyone who supports BrainCraft on Patreon, including my top 2 patrons, Patrick Olsen, Jason Schoenenberg, Per Anders Farberg, and Jack Tabor. See you next time.